How much love is enough? Let's talk about that. Hello, and welcome to Ojesh Pokhrel Show. My name is Ojesh. How are you guys? How is your life? How are you doing? There is a million, infinite ways to get awesome, and today I'll talk about one of the ways. I'll talk about love, and love, not the love that the poets and novelists and the movie shows, but pure and innate love that is for yourself. Just loving everything about yourself, loving yourself. And today's podcast will not be about me saying you do this, do that, giving some techniques, tips. No. I'd like to call this self-appreciation, maybe. Appreciating yourself, appreciating your life, that you are able to perceive, feel, be, enjoy everything that is you, appreciating that. And the episode will go something like that. I will talk just a little bit about why it is important to love yourself, and then I will go into something called self-appreciation rampage. I will just say things continuously. I'll just add on ideas over ideas, and just like that it will go to the end. I will not thank you people at the end for listening and everything that I usually do in other episode. So this is me thanking you. Thank you for listening. I love you guys, and reach me out on Facebook, Awesomeness Training with Ojesh Pokhrel, Twitter Ojesh Pokhrel, OZ not J, Z, and email me thelifeofpurpose@gmail.com. So yes, you can reach me. This thing will not be at last, just self-appreciation rampage, and then the episode will end kind of experimenting if this kind of things will work or not, because I have not heard this kind of thing in any podcast. And please give your feedback if you like it or not, because I cannot improve if you don't give me feedback. And yes, thank you for listening. I love you because I know the essence of love. And why self-love is because there is only one person who knows the world exactly like you do. There is only one person who understands exactly like you do. And there is only one person you know who knows the color red exactly like you do, and that is you. Sometimes we are divided between our thought and the thinker of the thought. For example, if there is a problem in your life, or if there is any situation in life, or let's just not focus on problem, any situation, what we'll do is we'll try to analyze it. And while analyzing, we perceive as if we are standing at the background, and then when we are analyzing anything, there is one thought after thought after thought after thought after thought, and we think that thought is something else, and the thinker of the thought, that is you, is something else. You are divided, and because of that we have so less energy. We don't have focus in anything we do. We are divided, we are dissipated, our energy is dissipating. So that is why self-love is important, because the thought and the thinker are the same thing. You are the thought and you are the thinker of the thought. And what we are doing today is we are applying thought to appreciate the thinker, so that maybe, hopefully, it has worked for me, it will hopefully work for you guys, because while focusing the thinking on towards the thinker will actually build a connection within yourself, from you to you. Not like the Beatles says, from me to you, but it's from you to you. And I think that is the biggest, the most beautiful, and the most pure journey that we can ever go on. Let's start the self-love rampage. Love yourself enough to eat what you want, and love yourself enough to avoid what you need to. Love yourself enough to read what you like. Love yourself enough to avoid what you think is not good. Love yourself to give yourself enough time to relax, to enjoy. Love yourself to live authentically. To be yourself. Love yourself to be yourself. Love yourself enough to be what you know in your heart is good. Love yourself enough to be that person. Love yourself enough to give up pleasing people. They will never get satisfied, and you won't either if you do so. So love yourself enough to let go people pleasing. Love yourself enough when you feel like smiling. Smile. Love yourself enough even in the most toughest or most difficult situation in your life. If you feel like cracking a joke, crack it. Love yourself enough to give yourself that permission to do so. Nothing serious is going out here. We know we are going to end someday. Nothing important is happening. Life is not serious. Love yourself enough to make your life light. Don't make it heavy. Don't let it burden you. Don't let it make it feel you helpless. Love yourself enough to make it light. Love yourself enough to know that you have enough time to do whatever you want, and give yourself that time. Love yourself enough to give that time to yourself. Love yourself enough to understand that you will have infinite possibilities. Yes, you might not reach this goal, but you will be guided to some others. Love yourself enough to know that you are always with yourself, and you will always guide you to a better place. You are always going to a better place. I know you may be in a tough place now. Maybe you are not in a good space. Maybe your life seems overwhelming. Maybe you find it too difficult to break through. But love yourself enough to give that one more chance. Love yourself enough to ask for help. Love yourself enough to go and meet some mentor. Love yourself enough to ask someone to coach you. Love yourself enough to reach out to a friend. Love yourself enough to appreciate people even if you don't like them. Even if you hate them, appreciate when they are doing good. It is not because you hate them. It is because you love yourself enough. And from that love, you can love what they are doing. You can appreciate what they are doing. If they are doing good, appreciate them, because love yourself enough to be that love. Love yourself enough to forgive the person you hate, because you deserve it. Love yourself enough to love your haters as well. Love yourself to start living your dream. Or if you don't have a dream, start believing there is a dream. Or start making a dream. Love yourself to give yourself a dream. Love yourself to start pursuing the dream. Even if it is something you do 1 hour a day, it doesn't matter. Love yourself enough to give an hour to yourself. Love yourself enough to give another chance. Everybody fails. Everybody is down sometimes. Sometimes life will show you difficult ways, but love yourself to give it a try again. Love yourself to pick yourself up and just dust the dust and give it a go once again. Love yourself to start. Love yourself enough to stop when you know it's enough. There will be a time when you know it's enough. You will know that this is it. Love yourself enough to make it. That is it. Love yourself enough to be what you be to your friends. Be that friend to yourself. The person who counsels your friend, the person who shows them direction, the person who lends a shoulder to for somebody else to cry. Be that person to yourself. Be a coach to yourself. Be a parent to yourself. Be a child for yourself. Be a teacher for yourself. Be a philosopher for yourself. Be a lover for yourself. Love yourself enough to always try to be awesome. Or for always trying to be awesome. Everybody's trying their best. Everybody, each and every one, they are trying to meet some of their needs. Understand that. And if you have some needs, understand. Love yourself to understand that, I'm also human. I'm no Superman. And I love you. Give yourself that love. Give yourself love because you are love. Love yourself enough to sleep well. Love yourself enough to drink enough water. Love yourself enough to start an exercise regime, even if people laugh at your weight, even if people make fun of you. Love yourself enough to start. Love yourself enough to get up. Love yourself enough to be who you know deep inside. Live. Love yourself enough to live the life that you know you can have. Love yourself enough because love is enough.